Hello everyone, this is DragonflySara. Welcome back to Hogsmeade. Today I'm going to show you what sort of techniques I've been using to build fireplaces in Hogsmeade. You have one of them right behind me here. I'm going to go over the materials that we use, as well as actually walking you through building 4 or 5 fireplaces, depending on how you want to count them. 4 builds, 5 total fireplaces. So I don't see any reason to hang about willy-nilly. Let's just go ahead and get started. Welcome to the White Room. I call it that because it is white floor walls. But at the moment, not white. I've set up here a palette of colors that you can use when you're making your fireplaces. You want non-combustible bricks of some kind. So you have everything from purple to purple columns to concrete, stone, granite, dorite, andesite, cobblestone, sandstone, gold, diamond, iron, mossy stone, obsidian, quartz, nether brick, red sandstone. All of these can be used to make your fireplaces. To make them more decorative, you usually want to choose one that has a corresponding slab. There are fewer slabs than there are building blocks. Obviously, the ones that match up have gone here. You've got your quartz slab, and your stone brick slab, and your brick slab, your sandstone slab, and your cobblestone slab, nether brick slab, red sandstone slab, purple slab, and stone slab. And I have used, primarily I stick with my bricks and my cobblestone. But you could use any of these depending on what sort of style you're going for. These guys over here are concrete. Minecraft recently came out with concrete in all kinds of different colors. So that can give you some more options. The tools that we use in building, I use the Creative Builder's Wand and the Creative Destruction Wand, which I'll show you how to use today. And you also need flint and steel. Final decorative blocks are your iron bars. Fences don't burn, but it's a little weird to put fence on a fireplace because, you know, wooden. But stone walls and iron bars are good. And the netherrack here is what you actually burn. Netherrack has some interesting properties. One, it won't go out unless you beat it out, even in the rain. And two, it's a nice big flame. And you'll see when we actually build fireplaces today that out of these materials, that netherrack creates a very beautiful effect and smokes quite a lot, as you can see. So it makes good chimneys as well as good fireplaces. So these are our colors and our tools that we'll be using. And as soon as I've cleaned up and gotten rid of the white room that does not belong behind Zonko's Joke Shop, I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm just going to give you a quick view of each of the fireplaces that we're going to be building today. I'm not going to talk a whole lot through all of it. Okay, so those 4 chimneys that you're seeing there is what we'll be building. We'll only be building them up to the roof level, except for this one here, where we will build it all the way up to show you how the smoking chimney is created. See you back in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. And we are going to be starting with the first fireplace in House 1 here. This is the only property that in our build we already have a roof in place so that I can show you how to do the chimney. We're going to start with a complete solid foundation of cobblestone. Now, I'm going to put the netherrack right here on top of that in the middle. Now, this is where this building wand comes in handy. One click, got it all in there. This is in creative, and I have to have one of the blocks in my hand or in my inventory. And this is exceptionally useful for building quickly. And I used it, not mined it, used it. If I mine it, I remove a block. Use it, places the block. Same as if you're holding an actual building block. So we had the cobblestone and then the netherrack. The very next one, we're going to switch over to these slabs. And the reason for that is because the fire is going to, it would be visible, the base of the fire there. By putting the half slab in, we sort of hide that and give it a better look. And I'm going to do 3 more of these up there so that we have our foundation that we're working with. On this one, I'm going to use the slabs again. This one's on the bottom of its block. Let me show you that. This one is going to be on the top of the block. Sorry about that. So you do end up with a full block space in between, but no light is actually going to get through that because it's not. But I'm going to put a piece of cobblestone here, and then I'm going to put iron bars. Now, iron bars, the light will pass through. Fun and interesting difference. We're going to go on up with putting the cobblestone in place with our Better Builder's Wand, or our Creative Builder's Wand. This is from, I think it's Extra Utilities. I'll be sure to put the name in the comments down there at the bottom. When we get to roof level, we're going to put another block of netherrack. And then we'll go up with another 2 levels of cobblestone. And now what happens if we switch out our builder's wand with the flint, we can light that netherrack and the smoke comes out the top of the chimney, but you don't actually see the fire. And then we just go on in here and go back up to this fireplace and light that netherrack, and you'll see how you can have that. It looks like a nicely built fireplace. Now, if I turn on my crosshatch here to show the spawnability, notice we have a spawn spot there. So I am actually going to grab a torch and stick it right there to get rid of that, because the light's just not coming up very well through the iron bars. But it sure does have a pretty effect, and you can even see the smoke going behind the bars there. Okay, that's the first fireplace. Next up, we're going to do another of that last one I did, and this one I call outside fireplaces, because it's sort of the fireplace is on an outside corner, not outside of the building. Okay, you saw what I meant, so hopefully you understand what I said. This one, however, we're going to put the netherrack below the floor. So when we do that, we don't want to use the half slab, because that it keeps the light from going through, and it doesn't it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You're hiding all of the flame. You can't even see the little tips of it if you do that. So here we'll put the iron bars on there, and then we go up a couple levels with our back wall there so that I can do the rest of the decoration that I like on this one. After we get the iron bars, we're going to do some top slabs like that, so that we have an extra gap there. And then we'll fill in the cobblestone going up from there. Now, what you want to do when you're doing the fireplace and you don't know where the roof is going to be yet, the rule you want to follow is that the fire block, the block right there above the netherrack where the fire actually lives, you want to make sure that there's no combustible material or empty air blocks next to combustible material for 1 block below, 5 blocks above, and all the way around, including the diagonals on all of those levels. And to do that, we count. So that's the fire block. So we have 1, 2, 3, and we'll just put in 4, 5. Missed one there. And that way, when we light the netherrack right there, it can't set our house on fire. We go on up and over to here. This is where we're going to do fireplaces 2 and 3. And 3 and 4. And I say fireplaces 3 and 4 because they're in 2 different units, but it's the same build. Now for this fireplace, I'm going to use stone instead of cobblestone. Just give it a little bit of difference, a little bit of uniqueness. I don't want all my fireplaces to be the same. That would get really boring really fast. Get my builder's wand back here. And so I do the same thing here. I have the netherrack a level below so that the fire is actually at ground level rather than the netherrack. And then we're just gonna, these are inside corners. So the fire is inside a corner on this one versus the fire being outside on an outside corner of the fireplace over here. That's how I differentiate them. I'm not sure what the, happiness technology terminology would be. Because we've got the fire below the ground again, I'm going to use the iron bars once again. And the top slab, but I'm going to use the stone slab instead of the cobblestone slab. Just to keep with the different. And then we can put the stone in here. And again, we're counting. So we're going to have our fire here, or our fire down there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're not done, because this unit here is going to share a wall with this fireplace. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and put our stone down in the bottom of this hole. Put our netherrack on top of that, and bring this guy up to the floor. Didn't mean to do that. This guy up to the floor. Now he's going to get the iron bars, and then we need to bring all of this stone up again, and he'll get his top slabs here, and then stone here, and we'll count him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this guy is actually sharing the chimney spout with this other guy. Now, we could make it all fancy and stop this one lower down, but then this guy's chimney would be below this guy's roof. And to me, that just screams fire hazard. It's not actually a fire hazard in Minecraft, but what's the problem with a little bit of role playing? So we're going to bring them up to the same height. And this guy's chimney is just going to be really big. And in the real world, that would mean that he'd have a raging fire. It would work really well. The last fireplace, so we've had this one and this one were outside corners. These ones are what I call inside corners. This is the corner and it's inside the corner. This one has a corner and it's outside the corner. This one is centered on the wall. And I'm going to do it double wide. I'm going to use stone bricks for this. So instead of doing a 3x3, I'm doing a 4x3. And putting 2 blocks of netherrack there. Now, I did this one on the ground level again, so I'm going to want to put my half slab there. And then I have, excuse me, the top slab on the next one. I'm going to do iron bars above that for some decoration. And going up from there is just going to be the brick. And it goes up. So this one, the fire is in this bottom block here is the fire. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to go up one more in order to clear the flammable range. Otherwise, the fire could ignite inside that block I'm pointing to right there, and that could set that grass on fire. And then we have a grass fire going through the Tiaj Mountains. And then into the whatever this is over here, more sunflower plains. Okay, so that's that fireplace. Now if we light the rest of them up, let's just do that real fast. And there you have it. Roaring fireplaces in all 5 living quarters. Okay, everyone. That is the end of the Fireplaces episode. Thank you so much for watching. You can see the finished buildings behind me here. Beautiful Stilts house on that side and the townhouses going up the hill on this side. I have decided that I wet your palate enough with my window displays in Dervish and Bangas and in Zonko's Joke Shop that I'm going to do Honeyduke's Sweet Shop next. So, look forward to building that with you in the next video. If you have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have liked all of my videos and like to follow me around while I do this, please subscribe.